think the last show we played here was, I think Bjork headlined that night, right?
Yeah, I remember we were hanging out with Carl Hyde from Underworld.
In the bar, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
We stayed up really late one night, and there was a guy from Mali playing guitar outside the hotel.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that?
Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, we've had some great times here.
Yeah. Well, I remember being in this exact room in 2013, so 9 years ago now. Kendrick Lamar was here, and it was kind of when he was kind of new at that point, so it was like, it's pretty cool to see him and to see how like amazingly big he's become since. Well, we went and went out into the festival last night to go and see Bonobo and Vampire Weekend, and it's just it's amazing the amount of effort and care that goes into just making the whole site really artistic and beautiful, and the site itself is just geographically like wonderful, but it just seems like there's been a lot of attention to detail to make the festival feel really magical and artistic and cool.
Yeah, and also I find it's like there's a lot of trust put into the public who come to this to respect the area. There's no litter, everyone collects everything, keeps it clean. There's lots of dangerous areas and nobody falls off. If Fuji Rock was moved to the UK, so many people would be injured. They would fall off the bridge, they'd be too drunk. I know, it's a nice atmosphere. Yeah, very pleasant.
Yeah, I agree. I just think, the way that it harmonizes with nature. And then also, the lineup is really good. The lineup, every time we've played, there's always acts that we really want to see, and also acts you don't see at other festivals. You get something that is unique to that year at Fuji. So, I think it's without a doubt one of our favorite festivals in the world, and we're just really happy that it's back on and that we're back here. So, yeah, we're excited for tonight. They're great. I mean, some of the most passionate fans we have in the world are Japanese. I think ever since we first came here, we've had like very passionate fans who also, endeavor to make gifts for us, like handmade gifts. It's a beautiful thing to receive, and you don't get that everywhere. And yeah, I think we've missed our fans. Like we haven't been here obviously for a few years. I think playing shows here also has a distinct different atmosphere. It feels like a more attentive audience perhaps than in some places where people go to have a mosh pit. I feel like the Japanese audience is there to take it in and to be present in the moment.
So I feel like they listen rather than talk. We watched Bonobo last night, and just as the show started, it was silent, which was so cool, and then I like that, because sometimes you can have crowds that are so loud and just talking that you can't hear anything, yeah.
I mean, well, we got to Tokyo a few days ago, and we went straight to Ishiran ramen, which I love because it's you can find it in most cities. I just love ramen, so we always try and go there while we're here.
With Fuji Rock, we normally come in on the day of the show and then leave. We never see anything, and it was so nice to walk around last night when it was nice and cool, and some of the pathways in the woods with the mist and the neon lights. It's really cool, man. Really cool.
I like it that they paint eyes onto the rocks, so they look like little creatures. Yeah. Well, it looks like a Studio Ghibli or something, the way the eyes are drawn onto.
Yeah.
You saw a band you liked last night as well.
Oh yeah, I saw a band called Otoboki Beaver. They were very, very cool. I haven't seen a band like that mathy in years, and absolutely amazing players. I was pretty blown away, to be honest. Yeah. There's a band that I really, really like that we didn't get a chance to see yesterday because we arrived a bit too late. Was Kikagaku Moyu? Do you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Maybe the best band in the world.
Yeah.
They're pretty amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we missed them, and now I think they're finishing.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I used to really love a metal band called Envy, who were awesome Japanese metal band. And I like a band called Boris as well.
Ruins were Japanese.
Ruins were Ruins. Boris were great, like doom kind of riff. And then we love Cornelius. You know, we fell in love with the record Sensuous when that came out, and we used to listen to it obsessively on tour. And then we got to meet him in Tokyo, and then we saw him here before, and we're going to watch him tonight. But I think, the production on his records he's like one of the best kind of producers around, I think.
Also, Yellow Magic Orchestra. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fully back. In fact, it's back more than ever. I feel like there's, because before coronavirus, bands and artists would all be on their own individual touring cycles and recording. They'd be kind of out of sync. And now everyone's stopped, and now everybody is back. Everyone has made an album, and everybody's touring. So I feel like there's more live music now than there's ever been in history, probably.
I think it kind of made us make the record that we made. That we wrote our new album when we were in lockdown, and we were kind of fantasizing about the world that we remembered that had been closed down. And it's so nice to be back out playing that record now in the world reopened, when that's basically we made the record for this. So yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah. I feel like I got better as a musician because I had time to play every day. When you're touring, you pick up a guitar for 1 hour a day and then put it back in the thing and it flies off, Whereas every day, like playing keyboards, I really enjoyed that. Just like actually getting better and understanding more. Yeah. Yeah, and it was for me. It was therapeutic to deal with all the hell outside. It was quite nice just to have a simple task.
I think that the live. One thing that we noticed when we started touring again, we started touring again in the UK was the first thing we did, and I think that on top of the excitement that would normally be at a gig, there was a kind of reappreciation of how special it is just to be in a room with your friends in a communal environment, but also to be in the physical presence of loud music. However loud you turn your stereo at home, it's never going to compete with the power of a live show, the physical power of the volume and the lights. And I think that aspect of live shows, I think certainly like in the band, we've been playing so many shows, you become slightly numb to how special it is. We think about trying to play a great show, trying to connect with the audience, but when you've been playing 100 shows a year, it's difficult to be in touch with how magical a show is, in and of itself. I think that everything's stopping for that period of time. When it reopened, I think that it hits home actually how magical a moment it is, and then you come to somewhere like this and it's even extra magical.
And you hear the bass drum and the bass for the first time in 2 years, and you're like, okay, I feel good.
To all our fans in Japan, we're just so excited to be back. Well, we couldn't be happier to be back at Fuji Rock. We hope you like our new record, Life Is Yours. We're going to hope to come back for a headline tour to do our own shows soon enough. And we're just super happy to be here, and we love you, and we hope to see you soon on the road.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Fuji Rock Festival 2022.